Was that? Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Hi. That was quick. For the adults, anyway. Students, we're still waiting for them to be quiet. This is a fun night, guys. It's okay to laugh. I want to welcome everyone tonight to our annual OBMS Awards Night. Before we begin, though, I'd like to invite everyone to stand and join us as we say the Pledge of Allegiance, led by all the students sitting over there. I want to hear you guys loud. I pledge allegiance, to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Shh. I know you guys are excited. This is a formal event. Let's take it down a notch. I know it's hot. I apologize. Okay. Despite the entrance that I made, and I apologize, tonight is a very special night. It, as has been pointed out, is one of the many traditions that separates OBMS from other middle schools. It's an opportunity for us all to come together to celebrate and honor the very best of OBMS. Every student that is here with us has been chosen by a teacher or teachers to receive an award. And these awards are not just academics. They're based on things that are much, much more meaningful. Tonight, you'll be treated to stories, anecdotes, and comments that describe these wonderful students, who they are, and the influence they have had on their teachers and fellow classmates. I want to thank them all for the individuals that they are and the impact they've had on the school and the community. I'd also like to acknowledge all of you, the parents and families for being the support systems, the motivators, and the sources of encouragement to these remarkable young people. I know it is a big part of why they're here today. And I know you will continue to guide them on their continued path to success. I'd also like to acknowledge our special guests that are with us tonight, Ms. Marisol Mallon, Board of Education President, and Ms. Jackie Napolitano and April Anantelli, Board of Education Trustees, and of course, our ever-present Superintendent, Dr. Senimore. All right, students, I want to leave you guys with this quote from Ella Fitzgerald, whom you probably don't know who she is, but you should Google that instead of watching TikTok. Just a thought. Just don't give up trying to do what you really want to do. Where there is love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong. Always, guys, remember to listen to your heart and follow your inspirations. It has led you here tonight and will continue to bring you success in all your future endeavors. A little bit to think about. Okay, guys, before we begin, I want to tell the students how this is going to work tonight. So when your name is called, whether it's before a reading of what the award is about or right in the beginning, you guys are going to come up those steps, walk all the way to here, over there. Come to the teacher speaking, stand, smile. Your parents want to see you smile. And then listen as we brag about you. Get your award, smile again, and walk. Don't run off the stage. No one jumps off the front aisle. That's looks like fun, but never ends well. Yeah, we don't stage dive. Anyway, to begin the presentation of the awards, I'd like to invite Ms. Mendez to the stage.
Good evening. The sixth grade teachers would like to recognize our award recipients tonight for their exemplary academic and social achievement. These young scholars are conscientious and have been a pleasure to teach all year. We'd like to invite the following young ladies and gentlemen to the stage. Alexander Delgado, Joel Koch, Nicholas Carter, Justin Timo, Mia Smith Pascarella, Tristan Nani, Jake Gessick, Kathleen Van Gordon, Leah Barbera, Thomas Check, Reese Julick, and Rosie Mejia Reyes.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations, all the students. I'll start with the first three. Alex Delgado. Alex, you're a ball of energy in the classroom and a hard worker, constantly making connections to what is taught in the classroom to the outside world. Although often you can't contain yourself and blurt out your thoughts, your teachers are so thankful for the participation and contributions that you put forth to class discussions. The team will miss this level of participation next year. Congratulations, Alex. Joel. Despite Joel being quiet and soft-spoken in the classroom, when he gets into a novel, it is a sight to see. He gets all the jokes and often can be heard telling the character, "Oh no, don't do that." Joel consistently puts in good effort and never complains. He does whatever is asked of him and gives it his all. Joel is a hard worker in the classroom, and his teachers will miss his kind personality and positive attitude next year. Congratulations, Joel. Nicholas Carter. Nicholas is always ready at the beginning of the period and prepared to work. He participates in all his classes and has some great insight. Nicholas makes great connections with what is taught and with the world around him as well. His teachers are thankful for the amount of participation he offers in the classroom. Keep up the good work for next year and keep pushing yourself, and you will accomplish anything. Congratulations, Nick.
Tristan Nanny is a motivated, conscientious student who always puts forth his best effort. Tristan is a responsible student who participates actively in class discussions. When he comes to an obstacle, Tristan does not give up. He asks questions and continues trying until he succeeds. Tristan's solid work ethic, perseverance, and responsibility have made him one of the top students in 6th grade. He is always willing to help a classmate, and we love seeing his fabulous smile. The team congratulates Tristan on an outstanding year. Mia Smith-Pascarella is a resourceful, creative student who gives each task her full attention. Mia's competitive, responsible qualities make her an asset to any classroom. It is obvious Mia holds herself to high standards because her work is nearly flawless. She is always prepared and ready to learn. Mia is kind to her classmates and serves as a role model to her peers. The team knows Mia will go on to achieve exceptional accomplishments due to her tenacious nature. This award is one of many accolades Mia will receive in her life. Congratulations, Mia. Justin Timo. Aside from having amazing hair, his love of learning is evident daily. Always prepared, always thorough, Justin comes ready to learn and possesses that higher level of thinking that assures the team we will hear wonderful things about him for years to come. We'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Timo, who have instilled such a great work ethic in Justin. Congratulations.
Jake Gessick has a quiet nature and can always be found at his desk working hard and showing grit. When discussing a novel in class, Jake is eager to share his viewpoint, but always yields to his classmates first. He is a true leader and can be counted on to help a classmate catch up on a missed assignment. Jake has a strong desire to succeed, and his consistent efforts are often discussed by the team. We are lucky to have him in our classes. Congratulations. The delightful Kathleen Van Gordon uses a barrage of visual verbs and adjectives, enabling the reader to depict whatever scene this fabulous writer is describing. Kathleen is an authentic leader in the classroom and shares her ideas readily. The team congratulates her on an outstanding year. Leah LaBarba. Comes to school daily eager to learn. With her wide smile and great manners, she enters the classroom ready to work. Leah participates daily and has grown as a reader, a writer, and an all-around wonderful student. The team knows we will continue to hear marvelous things about Leah in her bright future. Congratulations.
Thomas Check. Thomas Check has a wealth of knowledge, specifically in social studies, which he loves to share with others. He is a conscientious student who makes positive contributions to class discussions, and the team knows that he will rise to the challenges of 7th grade with the same tenacity and determination he has exhibited this year. Reese Julick. Reese Julick is the type of student that keeps us teachers going. She is positive and focused, nodding along to lessons and discussions. She will quietly smile at our corny jokes and then get right back to work with laser-focused determination. She also always looks out for her classmates, helping them along the way. We know you will keep making us proud, Reese. Rosie Mejia. Rosie Mejia Reyes. Rosie works hard in the classroom. She's excited to learn new things and won't hesitate to request certain activities that she really likes to do or learn from. She can be hard on herself, but will often keep working until she gets writing assignments or assessments just right. She participates often in her classes and will help others when she is asked. Rosie, keep pushing yourself next year and beyond. Congratulations to you all. And we'd like to welcome the 7th grade teachers to the podium.
Seven Reds recipients for this year's awards are Juliana Abamonte, Anthony Armandi, Catherine Metvin, Lauren Storms, Alexis Knoll, and Elizabeth Dione. The 7th grade Red Team Awards are given to a very special group of students this year. This group of students has shown great academic growth and they work diligently in whatever the circumstances are. They rise to the challenge of figuring out how to solve problems and find solutions with confidence. Not only are they hardworking, but they are also kind people and show immense strength in character. They go above and beyond what is asked of them and always present high quality work. These students don't have to be asked to do more. They give more than is expected because they want to, as they are invested in their education. Having students like this always gives a teacher a reason to smile. We are so proud of their accomplishments and look forward to seeing them grow and become amazing contributors in this world. Let's go. I'd like to introduce the 7 white team presenters, Mrs. McGonnell, Mrs. Ugretta, and Ms. Mendez.
We have really enjoyed all of the incredible students that we've taught this year, but there are some stellar students that stand out because of their academic achievements as well as their personal attributes. We would like to call Adeline Tringali, Jeffrey Paglino, James Verga, Isaiah Delgado, Lacey Smith, Ariana Walmart, Vincenza Grotowski, Michael Dazdanik.
First of all, I'd like to thank their parents for sharing your prizes and jewels with us. We really enjoyed teaching them this year, and we've learned a lot from them, as I hope they have from us. This year, all of you have displayed incredible diligence and tenacity in the pursuit of academic excellence. If you don't know those words, look them up in your vocabulary book when you go home and make flashcards, okay, guys? You made meaningful contributions to class discussions, which helps to engage other students. The excellent grades that you have earned are a testament to your work ethic and desire to produce excellent work on a consistent basis. Most importantly, what makes you shine is that you are really genuinely nice people, which is evidenced in your interactions with your teachers and your peers. You demonstrate qualities of good character, which endears you to others. In our OBMS parlance, or our lingo, you are everyday heroes. You are a teacher's go-to student when the class seems tired, occasionally bored, and conversation is slacking. One of you will sense the teacher's anxiety, raise your hand, answer the question, save the teacher, and the class moves on. We are proud of your collective achievements and are confident that you will be successful in your future academic pursuits. Of course, I forgot something. This is my modus operandi. This is my last year doing this, so no more mistakes. I call, I'm sorry, 8 Red Team and ICT to the stage.
Before we begin, how about a round of applause for Mary McGonnell in her last year of teaching here at OBMS? Congratulations on being the second best social studies teacher. Rich is first, yeah. All right. Many times as educators, we are given the great honor of speaking our opinion about our students. Tonight, we are gathered here to do just that. Every once in a while, there comes a time when giving such an opinion is something that you truly enjoy because of the impact and impression that a particular group of people have made on us as a team, between myself, Mr. Craig, and Mrs. Roy. For the 8th grade Red Team, this is one of those moments. At this time, we would like to honor the following 5 individuals: Avery Kavarik, Kylie Konstovich, Mackenzie Gray, Matt Ryden, and Randy Widener. Here we go. These 5 individuals, although unique in their own way, are the most enjoyable students we've had the pleasure of working with. Avery Kavarik, who's not here tonight and is definitely going to get the brunt of this one, she came to our class in the beginning, my class in the beginning of the year, and she had stage presence about her. There's just something about the kid. For those that know her, you know, she's involved in many plays, and I think that she's at one of them tonight. What stood out and really brought my attention to her is one of the oddities that she was doing at the beginning of the year. In the first period, she wanted a snack, so she reached into her little satchel, or whatever it was, and pulled out a pouch of applesauce, which I thought was extremely weird. So I asked her, I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm eating applesauce. I'm like, who eats applesauce out of a pouch? And I made it a point for the entire year to bring it up each and every day. I even found an article, and you can look this up, that those who eat applesauce out of pouches are more likely to ingest mold from the inside of those things, which I thought was disgusting. So I sent it home to her mother. She's a great kid. She's also right now involved in SpongeBob's SquarePants. It's a play, and she's playing this character. Help me out for those people that know it. A Southern dialect speaking individual. There we go. So I had her answer every question in Southern dialect from that point on to work on her role. So Avery Kavarik, even though you're not here, we are thinking of you. Ms. Konchevich. Parents of Connecticut grads, where are you? Yeah, there you go. Good stuff. You were always there to answer any question thrown your way, and you did it with a smile on your face. You constantly helped me, and you constantly told me how much you love social studies. You single-handedly made sixth period as enjoyable as it was. Please don't ever forget, it's 12 o'clock. Mackenzie Gray, where is her mother? Put your hand up. Yeah, class of 1994 right there. Mackenzie, each time you entered the room, you made everyone around you a better person. I will miss the 1,675 questions that you asked me this year. But more importantly, I'll miss the 1,675 answers I gave you. Keep being you, and good luck in the high school. Matthew, although quiet, you were always there to lend a helping hand in our class, especially when he needed the most. You were the tallest kid, so we had to put you in the back so you didn't block anyone. But never let your burning fire of social studies extinguish. By the way, it's never too late to play baseball. Last, but certainly not least, the one and the only Randy I've ever met in my entire life. The greatest first name ever. And when this kid walked into class, he always got Randy. And he smiled right now. By far, one of the happiest people I've ever met. You will be missed. Keep working hard and never settle. And by the way, I know it for a fact. I know you enjoyed me much better than you enjoyed Miss Piacentini. Ladies and gentlemen, 8th grade Red winners. At this time, I'd like to bring up Mr. Russo.
Well, I was just commenting that was actually a record from, that was the shortest he's ever spoken. So we were very lucky to have that. Thank you, Mr. Berger. Good evening. I'd like to invite the following students to the stage. Arnaz Sidhu, Wyatt Abner, Addison Hartcorn, Colin Summer, Vincent Valles, Kyle Sapolsky, Michaela Byrne, and Sophia Hernandez. When choosing the end of year awards, Mrs. Johnson, Mr. Sereno, Mrs. Vilbig, Ms. McNamara, Mrs. Poteet, and I reflect upon the qualities we admired in the students who stood out to us in the past. Sometimes they stand out because of their dedication to their academics. Sometimes it's their determination to succeed. Sometimes it's their incredible spirit and drive not be defeated by life's unfairness. And all the time is because of their empathy, their kindness towards anyone whom they interact. Teachers remember their students long after they've left the classroom, especially if they're the students who have exemplified these qualities. These students have been perfect examples of these characteristics at one time or another throughout the year. They have faced the challenges of their schoolwork with confidence and grace, often advocating for themselves and always striving to do better and be better. Their general positivity and cheerful attitude is infectious and makes their classmates feel at ease. And while we truly appreciate and celebrate their academic achievements, we all felt it was incredibly important to recognize these students for more than just their academic success, for which all of them could be commended. These are some of the kindest, friendliest, most polite individuals we have ever encountered in our classrooms this year. It might seem like an insignificant thing, but when an eighth grader greets you with a smile and a hello at the beginning of the period and a see you tomorrow at the end, or shares a silly inside joke that has lasted throughout the year, it really stands out. High school will afford you with all the opportunities and challenges. You'll meet lots of new people and have a whole bunch of new teachers who no doubt will also see these special traits we see in you now. Wishing you luck in the high school seems unnecessary, as you are more prepared for all of it has to offer. Continue to personify these qualities we have admired in you. Use these strengths to change the world. Congratulations to all of you on your accomplishments here at OBMS. I'd like to introduce Mrs. Black to begin the department awards, with art being first.
It is both an honor and a privilege for me to continue tonight's recognition and celebration of our talented students here this evening in the area of art. At this time, it is my pleasure to invite the following students to the stage: Zainab Mirza, Sabrina DeCapua, and Michaela Carrion-Tijan. On behalf of Ms. Arena and Mr. Pama Mabanta, I'm going to be sharing some words that your teachers have shared about you and your love of art. Zainab shows a true love of art. She can often be seen walking in the hallway with her sketchbook in hand. Zainab is especially gifted at projects that involve drawing. She has excelled in class, attended clubs, and often brings home work to work on independently. Your teacher can't wait to see what 8th grade art brings for you moving forward. Sabrina is the definition of positivity. She enters class daily with a smile, gets started right away, and always gives 100% effort. Her dedication has extended into attending multiple extra help sessions to work on perfecting her artwork. Michaela, your teacher said it was a pleasure to have you in art this year. Not only are you a talented artist, but you're also a kind student who is always polite and respectful of your peers. Michaela is also a member of the school art club and craft club. And your teacher said that she hopes to see you again at the high school, where she also teaches, so that she can continue to watch your talents grow. Congratulations, ladies. This year's recipient of the Stephen Fritz Award is Lila Shapiro. Lila, would you please join me on stage? The Stephen Fritz Award is a special award given in honor of the memory of a former student. This award is presented to an 8th grade student who excels in art and has a true love for and dedication to it. Lila is an amazing student who excels daily in her work. She's modest about her talent and yet often asks for constructive criticism and feedback on how she can improve. Lila's love of art continues at home. Your teacher said that she sees a very bright future for you, whether or not you continue art as a career or just continue as a hobby. Congratulations. We're going to move on to awards in the area of family and consumer sciences. At this time, I would like for Leah LaBarbera, Lexi Warren, and Ashley Basso to please join me on stage. The role of Family and Consumer Sciences Department at the middle school level is goals to prepare students with the life skills necessary to lead productive and fulfilling lives. Students are encouraged to show positive character traits, including respect, responsibility, integrity, caring, and citizenship. They learn that they have the power to control their future by making informed and responsible decisions. Often, both Ms. Duff and Mr. Spencer will tell their students that everything they learn in facts they will most definitely use in their real lives. You know how students ask all the time, when am I really going to use this? In fact, facts is one of those classes where you do use a lot of what you've learned in your real life. Leah and Lexi, Ms. Duff has said, Leah, you are always a positive influence and leader in all cooking labs. You show incredible forethought and a keen sense of compassion and caring for others. Lexi, your maturity, confidence, and willing to lead is quite impressive. Ms. Duff has enjoyed watching your enthusiasm in the classroom, whether you're sewing stuffed animals, watching over baby potatoes, or being creative in the kitchen. Ashley, Mr. Spencer said that you consistently produce excellent work in a variety of topics covered in family and consumer sciences, including cooking, sewing, personal finance, and careers. Not only did Ashley produce quality and consistent work, she also demonstrates the ability to work very well with her peers. For all of you, this award is well earned. You students have not only excelled academically and shown great interest in all the topics taught, you've also proven yourselves to be role models, both in the classroom and in the school community at large. It's been an absolute pleasure for both Ms. Duff and Mr. Spencer to have you in class this year, and they are looking forward to your continued successes. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to turn the mic over to Ms. Sklavanakis and Mrs. Toludo and Mrs. Senia to present the Foreign Language Awards.
Bonsoir. I would like to invite Ethan Rong and Veer Patel up to the stage. All right, Veer, it's all you. So Ethan is not here, I guess. So I'll start with you. Veer. Or Pierre, as I've known you for the last 2 years. In the 7th grade, you were an extremely enthusiastic learner, always first to the board,
eager to participate, always had an answer. Sometimes it was right, sometimes not so much. But as an eighth grader, you're still striving to do your best, and your 93 average shows how much your French skills have improved. Yep, you're still always first to the board. You still have all the answers. This time they're all right. And even more impressive is you seem to remember everything that I tell you. So you're a hardworking young man, and I can't wait to hear about your continued success at the high school. Félicitations. And now I would like to invite Mrs. Toludo to the stage.
Buonasera tutti. I'd like to call up Liam Whiting, Jacob Ingrazolino, and Giovanna Torres. Okay, so Liam Whiting is a stellar student. He has maintained an average in the high 90s this year in 8th grade Italian. Liam, or Luigi in my class, has always paid attention and remained focused during every minute of every lesson. I knew from the first day of school that he was going to be a fantastic student, and he still managed to improve so much. Although his name doesn't sound Italian, he knows the language very well, and I hope he gets to show it off when he visits Italy one day. Beyond his ability in Italian, Liam Luigi is mature and respectful. He is able to work with anyone. To his parents, you guys are doing a great job raising him. Bravi. And to Liam, I'm going to miss you in my 8th grade class next year, but I can't wait to hear how much you've accomplished in the years ahead. Complimenti on your 8th grade Italian Achievement Award. Un applauso. So this next award goes to Jacob Ingrazolino on behalf of Mrs. Fusco. Jacob Ingrazolino, or Jacopo, as he's known in class, has demonstrated a love for learning the Italian language since the first day of school. He is always willing to speak Italian, which of course is the best way to learn another language. Even if he is unsure how to say something, he looks back at previous activities to help him recall the information, or he just tries to communicate and is usually successful. Jacopo will always help another student in need and knows how to make the class laugh. Best of all, he comes to class with a friendly smile on his face every day. He shows great potential, and Mrs. Fusco looks forward to seeing you, Jacopo, improve your language skills and earn your seal of biliteracy in Italian as a senior. Congratulations, Jacopo, and I can't wait to have you as a student next year. Okay, now I'm shifting to Spanish. Buenas noches. My last award goes to Giovanna Torres, aka Juana. This young lady is mature beyond her years. She even tells me that she helps to do laundry. So, Mom. Yeah. She always has a smile on her face, and she worked diligently to learn Spanish this year in my class. She maintained a 100 average in 7th grade. Giovanna, or Juana, was attentive all year. She is kind, always pleasant, and will work with anyone. She offers guidance to those who need it. Giovanna possesses the qualities needed to be successful as an adult. I am lucky to have had her in my class, and I'm going to be a little jealous of your Spanish teacher in 8th grade next year. Giovanna, thank you for being you, and felicitaciones on your 7th grade Spanish Achievement Award. And now, Mrs. Senya.
Juana, come see me. Go to guidance. Look for Mrs. Senya for next year. I'm here to present for several teachers. So we'll start with Mrs. Lombardi. selected Tori Russell. Can you please join me on the stage? Mrs. Lombardi sends her apologies for not being here tonight. Mrs. Lombardi's Spanish Award recipient this year is Victoria Russell. Tori is truly a pleasure to teach, an enthusiastic young lady who enjoys language learning. Tori is an active participant in class who strives for perfection. When others are too shy or afraid of being wrong, Tori is always one of the first hands raised to answer a question. Congratulations, Tori. Okay, Mrs. Maxim, for her 7th grade award, can Jeffrey Peglino please join me? And for her 8th grade award, please, Zinwei, please join me. Jeffrey Peglino is the type of student that teachers dream to teach, and that newer parents, like Mrs. Maxim, can only wish to have as a son. He has shown outstanding skills in Spanish. With every question that Mrs. Maxim poses to the class, Jeff is enthusiastic to answer. He has clearly been raised as a kind, honest, helpful young gentleman who is brilliant, hardworking, and a future leader. Mrs. Maxim cannot wait to see where his Spanish studies take him in the future. Any of us 8th grade Spanish teachers, that would be me too, so we'll be lucky to get him next year. You should be very proud of yourself. Congratulations, Jeffrey. Zinwei's son is the type of student that makes teaching worth it. She brings an energy and interest to each lesson that drives the other students to excellence. Mrs. Maxim states that whatever she says or does, Zinwei is engaged and listening. She often mentors other students and pushes herself to go above and beyond the basic expectations of an assignment. In addition to her grades, representing outstanding effort, she has a true talent and passion for foreign language learning. Zinwei welcomes a good challenge, cares about the quality of her work, and is an incredibly well-rounded individual. Her dedication and intellect will take her to wherever she dreams in the future. Congratulations, Zinwei. Okay, now for my award. Lila Shapiro, will you please join me? Lila the superstar, truly a superstar. It is with great pleasure that I present my 8th grade award to Lila Shapiro. Lila has a true passion for language learning. She is eager to learn and has a genuine desire to improve her skills. Lila loves to challenge herself and strives to do the best in all that is presented to her. In my classroom, Lila is a true leader and a role model. Her overall average in Spanish is a 99. Congratulations, Lila. And now I'd like to bring up the music department.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to bring up the recipients of the Music Department Awards. Would Tiffany Garcia please come up? Liam Thompson, Zainab Mirza, Hudson Rickard, Evangelina Ketty, Daniel Ellers, Julian Warner, and Troy Nugent, Avery Kavorik, Addison Weeks, Alejandro Suez Santa Maria, Elia Ryden, Sophia Slolina, Jacqueline Torres Tobar. Music is the type of job that brings a lot of pleasure. The music teachers are generally performers themselves and have been performing since 3rd or 4th grade or before. And when we get to work with students such as these, it brings a lot of pleasure to our lives. We get to relive some of the days that we had when we were younger, but more importantly, we get to see the potential that a lot of these students have. And for them, just like us, it started very young and it started with your help. We know that some of the earliest sounds aren't the most pleasant. I'm sure we can all remember those early days of recorder, or the first time somebody put a bow to a string, or that saxophone in their mouth. And I'd like to say thank you for all of you, the parents out there and the families who encouraged it along the way. These students up here are the best of the best. They have done wonderful things in all of our ensembles and classrooms. They stand out, and they are the students that we can consistently lean on, whether it's that part in the piece of music that is just too difficult on that very first day. These are the students before you that can get it. These are the students that will be sitting first chair in any ensemble that they sit in from now through their high school career and hopefully beyond. It is our pleasure today to award them these music awards. Thank you, everybody. I would like to now bring up Mr. Melfi for the Physical Education Award.
It is my pleasure to be here tonight representing the physical education staff and presenting the Outstanding Physical Education Award recipients. I would like the following students to join me on stage. Morgan Mandaresha, Timothy Attard, Chase Adler, Tyler Caputo, Kelly O'Toole, Cielo Sordo, Alex Callahan, Caden Harrell, Maeve Boland, Michael Zastanik, Sabrina Bikupua, Zach Steffens, Daniela Chora, Mackenzie Gray, Charlotte Savage, Owen O'Donnell, and Tyler Cope. These awards are being presented to outstanding physical education students who excelled in physical education class this year. This recognition is not intended to be awarded to individuals who basically sold on their athletic abilities. The award means so much more. These students on stage with me now excelled as students, classmates, and friends to fellow students. They are all positive role models for their peers. When Mrs. Burke, Mr. Murphy, and myself sat down to discuss possible award winners, we thought of a few qualities that students needed to possess to be eligible for this award. And some of them were enthusiastic, cooperative in class. They needed to demonstrate some leadership qualities during class. They need to have an enjoyment for physical education class. And like I've said before about being positive role models for their peers. And an understanding that physical education provides opportunity for enjoyment, challenge, self-expression, and social interaction. It is my pleasure to be here tonight to present this award to the following winners. Congratulations to these fine young men and women. I think we're going to bring Miss Black up for the Technology Awards. Okay, Miss Black, Technology Awards.
So for tonight's 7th grade Technology Education Award, I would like to call Daniel Ellers to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty and students, it's my honor to stand before you this evening to recognize an outstanding student who embodies the spirits of technology education. This young individual not only excelled within the tech lab by producing excellent work, but he's also made a significant impact beyond the classroom. Daniel was not only a leader in Mr. Dos Santos' technology classroom, but he was also an invaluable member of the OBMS robotics team. His work ethic and drive to succeed in class was top-notch and also carried over to the robotics team, where he was an integral part and helped bring our robotics team to the first Long Island Championship this year, and our most successful robotics season in school history. It is with great pride and pleasure that I have the honor of presenting the 7th Grade Technology Education Award to Daniel Ellers. This year's recipient of the 8th Grade Technology Education Award is Zach Steffens. Come on up here so I can brag about you a little. So Zach's shattered this year a school speed record for the fastest CO2 powered car. This project demanded a lot from all of the students, such as patience, craftsmanship, accuracy, and an understanding of how physics impacts design. On race day, this vehicle was clocked with a radar at a blistering 61 miles per hour. Clearly, he was then cited for going too fast in a school zone. Thank you for laughing at my corny joke. We're overjoyed to have this lasting legacy of a new OBMS speed record and the opportunity to acknowledge the hard work and enthusiasm toward technology that Zach exhibits. It's with great satisfaction that this award is bestowed upon Zach Steffens. At this time, I would like to invite back up Mrs. Constantine and Mr. Berger to present the CTA Award.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, the Connecticut Teachers Association would like to congratulate all of you. It is truly an amazing experience to be here this evening and to really hear how all of your teachers truly feel about each and every one of you. But there are two special individuals that the CTA would like to honor this evening. I would like to please have Lily Longo and Martin Giordano come up to the stage. Okay, so we only found out who the winners were for this award about 2 weeks ago. And I said to Mr. Berger, did you get the email finding out who the winner was? And he said, I don't have either of these students. And I said, wow, that's truly a loss. I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed being your teacher last year. And congrats to Mr. Russo for having them, but Mr. Berger, you definitely missed out with these two. This award is given to the 8th grade male and female student with the highest cumulative grade point average. I'm truly honored to stand here, not only as a member of the Connecticut Teachers Association, but as a former teacher of both of this year's recipients, Lily Longo and Martin Giordano. While achieving the highest average is certainly an accomplishment, but being able to do it with such grace is remarkable. Both recipients are hardworking, high-achieving, kind, responsible, and simply put, they are amazing young adults. Please know that on behalf of the CTA, we're extremely proud of all that you have accomplished here in your years at OBMS, and we can't wait to see you succeed at the high school. And forgive me because I always get choked up when I say this one. But In the words of the amazing Dr. Seuss, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. Best of luck to you both. And to present our next award, Miss Senia will come back to the stage.
Buenas noches. Charlotte Savage, will you please join me? The Spanish department has the privilege of selecting one 8th grade student each year to receive the John Cuna Language Award for outstanding scholastic achievement and citizenship. I am proud to present this award to Charlotte Savage. Charlotte is an active member of the Foreign Language Club and has a 98 overall average in Spanish. Charlotte welcomes a good challenge, cares about the quality of her work, and is an incredibly well-rounded individual. Charlotte's dedication and intellect will make her very successful in the future. Felicitaciones. And now the music department will present the Orba Award.
Good evening. At this time, I would like to call Sophia Marriott, Noah Huff, Kyla Getty, Kayla Bang, and Martin Giordano to the stage. Oakdale Ronkonkoma Bohemia Boosters for the Arts, or ORBA, is the booster club for the Connecticut Fine Arts and Music Department. In addition to awarding scholarships such as these, ORBA also supports the department through the giving of grants for workshops and materials, hosting events, and volunteering their time whenever and wherever it is needed. We are fortunate to have such a strong fine arts and music department in Connecticut, and the work that ORBA does throughout the year greatly supports our programs. If you are not currently a member, please consider joining this organization. And now for the awards. The students before you have shown excellence in their musical and artistic endeavors, whether in band, chorus, orchestra, art, or behind the scenes during our productions. That excellence has been forged through their dedication to making music and arts a priority in their lives, both in the classroom and in the community. It gives me great pleasure to award these ORBA Fine Arts Awards to Sophia Marriott for art, Noah Huff for band, Kyla Getty for chorus, Kayla Bang for orchestra, and Martin Giordano for stage crew. Thank you. And now I turn it over to Mr. Berger for the Francis Best Award.
Tonight, I have the privilege of presenting the Francis Best Social Studies Award. The Francis Best Social Studies Award is given to a student who best demonstrates scholastic achievement and citizenship within their community. This year's winner is all of that and more. At this time, I would like to call up Daniela Char. Daniela has been described as kind, generous, and funny by her fellow teachers. She's also described as a hard worker who takes her schoolwork seriously. In her free time, Daniela has volunteered at fundraisers such as the Special Olympics, in which she has assisted children with special needs. At this event, she assisted in handing out prizes and playing games with many of the participants. She also assisted in making of crafts for the Strength for Life organization to benefit breast cancer awareness. Daniela has also participated in the mental health 5K run at Connecticut High School over the last 2 years. It is great to see someone as young as her who donates so much of her time to better her community. In doing this research, I take it kind of seriously. And I asked her mother to brag about her daughter a little bit. I think the paragraph that she sent me was 3 pages long, in which I asked. So I pushed and pulled and took things out. Daniela has a unique quality. She gets my dry sense of humor. I don't know if she's laughing at me or with me, but either way, it makes me happy. As many of you know, my students partake in many projects that require them to speak in front of your class. I know that because I've received over 400 of your emails. I honestly think that this is a vital component to the development of every child's future. For many, these projects are a challenge within itself. For Daniela, it's a strength. I joked with her early in the year after one of her projects that she had great presence in front of the class. And I made a comment that one day she should be a teacher. She smiled like she always did and said, "That's exactly what I want to do." I tried talking her out of it, but she's not listening to me. So, Daniela, I would like to leave you with a quote from our 26th president, Theodore Roosevelt. All right, so let's just get this out of the way. My room is filled with Teddy Roosevelt stuff, and at times I may walk and rub his face and get weird, but it happens. Okay, I love the guy. Daniela, the more you know about the past, the better prepared you are for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, this will not be the last time you hear this young lady's name. This year's winner of the Francis Best Social Studies Award goes to Daniela Chuck. At this time, I'd like to bring up Danielle Ryan, who will be presenting the William Beale Creative Writing Award.
Lila Shapiro, do you mind coming to the stage again? Hi. It is always a joy when you have the opportunity to teach a student who thinks creatively in all of the work they do, from their projects to their independent reading choices, to their short response tests, to their writing assignments. Lila Shapiro, who is the recipient of the William Beale Creative Writing Award, is exactly this type of student. Although she is an active participant in class discussions, Lila is, at least in class, a relatively quiet person. However, she possesses a fierce intelligence that can't help but make its presence known in all she does. But it's not intelligence alone that makes a student a strong writer. It's how they present the world to their readers through word choices and figurative language and insights that help you to see things in a new way. Lila's writing is infused with these attributes and more. Sadly, we don't do a ton of creative writing in 8th grade English, but some students write in such a way that their creativity and their perceptive writing skills are demonstrated in all the work they do. This is the case for Lila. Her work also shows empathy and an intellectual curiosity about the world around her. Lila, I hope you always hold on to that creative thinking and infuse it into all that you do. Congratulations. And now Mr. Piombo will present the science award.
Apologies. Ms. Villa couldn't be here tonight, so I'm going to be giving out the Flem Bliss Science Award in her absence. Would Charlie Spears please come up? In room 209, there's a quote on the wall that reads, here, bud, "The future of the world is in this room." In this room. It's not always easy to get a middle school student to understand that they are, in fact, our future scientists, developers, creators, and innovators. As a teacher, there are moments when you see the greatness and the potential in a student who questions the science, thinks outside the box, and is not afraid to explore new ideas. Tonight, I'm going to challenge this smart young man to be more outspoken in his science class. He has so much to offer, and he should share all of his ideas with his peers, his teachers, and even the community. I'll challenge him to continue using science inquiry skills and applying himself. This year, the Flem Bliss Science Award goes to Charlie Spears. I want you to know, Charlie, that Ms. Vilbig and I, we believe in you, and it is clear the future is in amazing hands. Green can also not be here tonight, so I'll be doing the next two awards. The Pete Matura School Spirit Award. At this time, I would like to call Matt Giordano to the stage. It has been said, the mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, and the great teacher inspires. OBMS has had that great teacher. We still do, many more. But Mr. Pete Matura was a ninth grade biology teacher when it was OBJ, and a seventh grade life science teacher in OBMS. He made a lasting impression on students, parents, and colleagues. The Pete Matura Award exemplifies the visionary dreams and character of Pete. And this year's award goes to Matt Giordano. The award is given to an eighth grade student who represents the ideals that Ms. Matura fostered in all of her students: character, commitment, leadership, and scholarship. Martin personifies all these qualities. Starting with scholarship, an eighth grade student takes academics very seriously, as we saw before. He's always prepared in class and gets started without any need to be prompted. Commitment. He is appreciated and respected by his peers. His commitment to his academics is one that is admired by all. Leadership. He is always there to help others and is a friend to all that know him. He's also an active member of the 8th grade Student Council. OBMS is honored to have such a wonderful student, such Martin, and I am certain he will continue to serve as a positive example to his classmates in high school. His academic strength, leadership, and commitment will benefit him in the future. It is with great pride to present the Pete Matura Award to Matt Giordano. Martin, come on. Yeah, no, Matt. All right. The Robert Molinari Earth Science Award. This award is named in honor of Robert Molinari, also known as Mo, to many of his friends and colleagues. Mo was the first earth science teacher at Connecticut, and he was the head of the earth science department of OBJ for many years. I would like to invite the recipient of this award onto the stage so she can enjoy her moment of fame. Again, Lily Long. From day one, it was clear Lily was a special young lady. Her intelligence and maturity far surpass her age. She is in a more active class, which can be a little chatty at times. But when it's time to get started, she is there, pencil in hand and notebook open. There is no need to remind her of her role as a student. She is focused and understands that her time in class is to learn. She continuously challenges herself in class and will readily ask for help when something is difficult. It is very rare to find such a student in 8th grade. Lily is not only a star student in the eyes of her teacher, but is one that peers look up to as a positive role model to all that know her. I can expect her to continue her success in the high school. The Earth Science tradition dictates that the recipient of the Earth Science Award receives a mineral. Miss Green decided to give Lily a mineral called bismuth. There is some significance to this mineral. Bismuth. Never heard of it before. Over many years of growth, it becomes a unique and spectacular mineral. This relates to Lily because it is clear that in the future, as she progresses in life, she'll become just as spectacular as the mineral in this box. Good luck, Lily. We are so proud of you. I wanted to open the box to see what was in there, but I've heard that could be bad. You might get the movie reference, may not. Okay, the Young Innovators Award. I now present the Young Innovators Awards. I'd like to call Olivia Keesian and Aiden Buchanan to the stage. It is with great honor to present Olivia with the Young Innovators Award. She's the epitome of a student who cares about her school community and goes above and beyond in all aspects of her life. Her smile and bubbly personality will light up any room she enters. She was a huge participant in Operation Hat Drop, run by Mr. Berger and the Community Service Club, where she contacted law enforcement to participate and donated to an organization helping a young child in need. She's also a member of the OBMS Kind Crew, which is comprised of students throughout all grade levels to represent the Kind program. The Kind program is one that stands for initiating positive change, not only at OBMS, but in the community. Olivia was hand-selected to be an example of kindness, empathy, and compassion to all students. According to Cambridge Dictionary, the definition of an innovator is someone who introduces change and new ideas. She has done just that and more by being an amazing role model to her peers through her character and the values she stands for. Buzzing with new ideas, energy, and positivity, Olivia is by far the change we wish to see in the world. She will absolutely be successful in everything she does because she is determined to do so. We are all so proud of her and will truly miss her when she goes to the high school. Aiden, it gives us such great pleasure to present you with the Young Innovator Award. This wonderful young man has been chosen to receive the award for his passion, drive, and commitment to putting his community and school first. He has always been and continues to be a high academic achiever and has earned principal's honor roll each academic quarter. He is a fully invested student who is a member of the 8th grade student council, was a quarterback of the football team, captain of the wrestling team, and promoted to the JV lacrosse team. Aiden is also an active participant in travel lacrosse outside of school. But what makes him stand out for this award is bigger than accolades on a piece of paper. Aiden is kind. He's the type of person who will go out of his way to help others in need. He's a loyal friend, a committed community member, a respectful young man, and incredibly hardworking in every aspect of his life. We're also proud of who he is and all he has accomplished during his time at OBMS, and have no doubt he will continue to stand out in the high school. Congratulations. All right. One more. The Richard Stevens Leadership Award. The Richard Stevens Leadership Award honors the very first principal of OBMS. It is given to a student who exemplifies the qualities of a great leader. You know, often we speak about leadership and the qualities that make someone a role model. And there are many different types of leaders. But in my experience, one of the most powerful is leading by example. I am proud to present this year's Richard Stevens Leadership Award to Dylan Dowdell. You know, I'd be really surprised if anyone here tonight doesn't already know Dylan's story, so I'm not going to retell it here. But there are so many facets one could speak about. A story about the power a family can generate when they come together with unwavering love and resolve. It's also a story about how the community can come together in support of a family in need, whether they know them personally or not. But tonight, I'm going to focus on the central character of the story, and that's my man Dylan over here. To say Dylan's had a rough year is the understatement of the century. However, through all the challenges life has thrown at him, he has persevered. Pushing through difficult circumstances through sheer force of will. And when things got worse, somehow he held his head high. He never allowed these challenges to define or limit him. Of course, yes, there were times he was down, and how could he not be? And that is when his family, aided by his community support system, swooped in like a modern-day cavalry to help him pull through. But you know what? This isn't some well-crafted story. This is real life. And Dylan is a role model for all of us. Dylan stuck through everything and gave an amazing performance as leading the school play. He recently performed the spring concert. He goes to as many classes as he can. Yesterday, he's in the main office when I walk in, says to me, "Oh, my whole body hurts." For me, that magical instant, all the reasons why that could possibly be happening flash through my brain. He looks at me. It's because I went to the gym with my dad and we're getting back to working out. Because, you see, what he's doing, he's building up his strength, so nothing will ever keep him down. Dylan's story is a powerful testament to the human spirit's ability to endure and triumph. He didn't set out here to be a leader or a role model. Yet because of his enduring strength, Dylan has taught us all a valuable lesson in courage, compassion, and the importance of leading by never giving up. In recognizing Dylan today, we celebrate not just his achievements, but also his journey. We honor his leadership, not because of what he says or does, but in who he is as a person. Dylan, we all are immensely proud of you. Your strength, dedication, and leadership have inspired us all. Congratulations. Not gonna lie, I had to practice that one a couple times to get through it without needing to stop, so. And now I call Ms. Keenan to the stage to present the Pythagorean Award for Excellence in Mathematics.
Good evening. The Pythagoras Award for Excellence in Mathematics is given to an algebra student who demonstrates an interest in mathematics inside and outside of the classroom. This student strives for excellence by challenging him or herself daily. One of the things I enjoy the most as a teacher is observing my students challenge themselves. They ask outside of the box questions, they are inquisitive, and they seek deeper understanding. Many of my algebra students have demonstrated these qualities, and I am very proud of all of them. However, one student stands above the rest in this regard. This year's recipient is Hunter Magra. I knew it was coming. I was just waiting. Hunter has really shown his personality over these last few weeks during Regents Review. Hunter truly understands that hard work will prevail, which is quite impressive for an 8th grade student. From the very first day in my class, he has demonstrated an interest in algebra and has shown great effort in his work. Hunter consistently challenges himself and others. He often helps his classmates and is their #1 cheerleader in the classroom. He is a, go ahead, go for it, the cheerleading thing. He is a critical thinker when approaching his assignments and shows a true understanding of the subject. I have been very impressed with Hunter throughout the school year. Congratulations, Hunter. Awesome job. I'm just pointing out that I'm so impressed there's so many of you here and you're still awake. So impressed. Our next presenter is Mrs. McMurray.
This year's recipient of the Island Steward Award is James Cregan. Will you join me, please? Eileen Stewart Award is given every year in memory of an OBMS nurse, Eileen Stewart, and it is donated by her family. And this year, I'd like to give this reward to James. And good luck to him in high school.
Okay, the SEPTA Award for Outstanding Effort and Achievement. When considering what students to choose for this award, the first names that come to mind are undoubtedly John Alexander and Dane Post. Will you please join me on stage? The growth that both of these students have shown since entering middle school is truly impressive. The teachers know that they can always count on John and Dane to not only participate in class discussions, but to also provide interesting and well thought out perspectives. Although they couldn't be more different, these two students brighten our classrooms in their own unique ways. It is a pleasure to present the SEPTA Awards for Outstanding Achievement and Outstanding Effort to John Alexander and Dane Post. Congratulations. The Nancy Smith Personal Achievement Award. The Personal Achievement Award is named after a former building employee, Nancy Smith. Nancy made a point to get to know each student that crossed her path, both academically as well as personally. Working primarily with sixth graders, she would help many with the huge transition from elementary school to middle school. During this time, she would help children create, meet, and exceed their personal and academic goals while promoting maturity, kindness, and a respect for who they are today and will be tomorrow. The honor of this award goes to Kenneth Gallian, who we all know as Casey. Please join me up on stage. I don't think he's here, but I will continue. Casey has worked hard this year, meeting and exceeding both his academic and personal goals. Throughout the year, he has demonstrated resilience, perseverance, as well as excelling in his academics. He has learned that with a little extra effort, he can overcome any obstacles that comes his way. He has been a positive role model to his peers, both academically and socially, as well as shown a genuine respect for his teachers and all that he comes into contact with. Casey, we hope that he can recognize how far you've come since the start of the year, and it has been an honor watching you grow. Congratulations.
Well, that's all the awards for us. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. But before we go, can we give these wonderful students a giant round of applause? They so deserve it. All right, now you guys can talk and make noise. There we go.